Right then, lads, welcome back to Cossy's Arsenal podcast. My name is Cossy, back again. Sorry for the 24 hours. It was a total blackout on the channel, no uploads. It wasn't intended, by the way. It wasn't really intended, but there was no upload. I mean, I didn't have power. Things like that do happen in my country, a lot. But we move. Thanks everybody who's always joined in. Make sure you do smash a like on the video. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching from in all parts of the world. 256, much love to people from 256. Much love to the people from 254, as well as people from Rwanda, Kigali, South Sudan, and a couple of other African countries in Europe as well, and other continents. I really do appreciate the love. We're gonna speak Tammy Abraham, we're gonna speak Andre Onana, we're gonna speak James Maddison as well, because it looks like the Martinez deal is slowly dying out. And I'm gonna inform you that if you see Romelu Lukaku joining Chelsea, that the Lautaro Martinez deal will actually die out. So Arsenal don't have a possibility of signing Lautaro Martinez. And looks like Lukaku is closer and closer and closer to joining the club itself. Chelsea. We will discuss that on 90 more. So make sure you do subscribe. Link is in the description for that second channel. Lots of updates because I'm more objective on 90 more. So make sure you do check out 90 more and do subscribe to the channel, because that's where you'll get lots of updates. Jack Grealish is signing for Manchester City today. Medicals and contracts according to Fabrizio Romano. We're gonna discuss that there. Romelu Lukaku to Chelsea is very close. We shall discuss there on 90 more. So make sure you do subscribe there and here as well. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's get the party started. We are sponsored by, of course, the good people from Ugabet in this one. So thanks everybody from thanks to the good lads at Ugabet. Do sign up with them. Link is in the video. Link is in the comments. In the comment section. Top comment is the link. So make sure you do sign up with them. If you're in Uganda, they will give you the best odds. They'll give you all games, and of course the Premier League is coming back. You need to get a betting partner, and Ugabet should be your betting partner, right? So let's get into it. Let's start with Joe Willock. There is breaking news. There is breaking news, and this is contrary to the reports we've had in the last 48 hours, showing that Mikel Arteta is actually more interested in keeping Joe Willock at the club, because at the moment, breaking news shows that Arsenal have agreed a £25 million deal with Newcastle, plus add-ons to sell the player himself, Joe Willock. Now, this is according to reports that have come out in the last minutes, and they're saying reports claiming that Joe Willock has been told by Arsenal that he can leave the club, and a deal has already been agreed for Newcastle to take him on a permanent deal worth 25 million, including add-ons. So that is where we are. The man Joe Willock will be joining Newcastle for 25 million pounds. Arsenal initially wanted 30, but if you're getting 25 million pounds plus add-ons, and Joe Willock, that is good business for Arsenal. That is absolutely good business for Arsenal. Now, they're gonna be a couple of a couple of people, really telling us we should have kept Joe Willock or things like that. But I think what Arsenal need to do at the moment is we need to sell to buy. We need to let go of some players. And you've already seen when it came to Arsenal becoming strong and becoming ruthless with the likes of Alexander Lacazette and the likes of Xhaka. We are a little bit shaky. We are quaking around. We don't want to make them the big team decisions. We don't want to make the big team deals. So for me, Joe Willock, it was only a matter of time. Even if he doesn't leave this summer, I expect him to leave in the next one or in the next 5 years. I don't see him as an Arsenal player. He had a very good campaign, at Newcastle, last season. Actually, half a campaign, but it was a very good one, scoring 8 goals. On a season, from a January loan. That's good. I mean, that was good for him, but I don't see him become a great Arsenal player. And I think 25 million pounds at this, in such times, if Newcastle is willing to pay that, great business by Arsenal. We've got to move on, get that money, sign in the right back, get that money, look for a backup goalkeeper and things like that. That could, actually, I think it's the right move for me. It's the right move for Arsenal. Sell him, get that money. Try to look for someone who's better and is a starter. I've told you in the midfield we have issues. Xhaka staying is an issue itself. Partey injuries is another issue. And the January AFCON is another issue for our midfield, and a couple of other issues. So we need to bring in someone who is seriously good in that midfield. Willock will leave to Newcastle as per reports at the moment. Right, let's get into it as much as possible. James Maddison, 4 deals have been tapered for Leicester City, including 4 players. Now, Arsenal look like will be signing James Maddison. Of the two, of Lautaro Martinez and James Maddison, it's gonna be James Maddison. He is the option left now. Like I said, like I told you yesterday, but one, it was always gonna be we either get Lautaro Martinez or Chelsea take Romelu Lukaku. That was the deal, and Inter Milan made it very clear they wanted to sell Lautaro, they wanted to sell Martinez, they wanted to keep their man in Romelu Lukaku. That was their transfer priority. But looks like we went in with an offer. By the way, it is confirmed by Sky. Arsenal did go in with an offer, but it didn't materialize into anything, into anything serious. Atletico Madrid went in with another offer, for Lautaro Martinez. It was rejected. It looks like it's gonna be Romelu Lukaku moving on from Inter to Chelsea, and that means Lautaro Martinez won't be sold. That is what it means. Now that means Arsenal have to focus. We have to divert. We have to channel all the 70 million on one player, and that is James Maddison. So at the moment, what we know is Arsenal have offered 4 deals, including 4 players, to Leicester City to sweeten the deal as well as to make it easy. What Arsenal don't want is to spend the 70 million on one player. They don't want that. They would rather spend around they would rather spend around 60 or 55 million plus a player on James Maddison. Of course, it is also reported that Leicester City have already kicked back the player plus cash deals Arsenal are proposing. They have kicked them back. They're saying, look, we actually not going for this. We are not actually going in for all this trash of players plus cash and this. You've got to pay the money. And of course, we do understand the position in which they're coming from. They don't want to sell. They're not. Saying they do not want to sell is a little bit different and difficult. But what we know is they're under no pressure to sell their man. That his contract runs down in 2023, so they still have a lot of time, to negotiate with James Maddison to add him a new contract, or even next summer with 2 years left on his contract. It's gonna be a lot. They could get a lot of money because when a player has 2 years left on his contract, you're not under any pressure. You will get the right amount of money you want from him. So that is where we stand at the moment. That's where we stand at the moment. Arsenal are now fully focused, or should now fully focus on James Maddison. Lautaro Martinez is off, but the 4 players that have been offered, at least one of them is actually now off the radar, who's Joe Willock, could be going to Newcastle. Now we have Ainsley Maitland-Niles, who I don't think Leicester City will actually take. Reece Nelson, who is apparently very, very, very very closely monitored by Hertha Berlin, and they would want to make a permanent deal. And as well as it's Ainsley, Nketiah, and Nketiah is also wanted by Bayer Leverkusen. So we wait to see what actually is going to happen with those deals. What did I speak about? Tammy Abraham. So we had to speak about Tammy Abraham as well. Atlanta. Are they called Atlanta? Oh, Atlanta. Not very sure. Someone tell me the right pronunciation. Atlanta are set to make are prepared and ready to make Tammy Abraham their record transfer signing, according to Gianluigi Di Marzio. The Athletic have come out 1 hour ago and have said Tammy Abraham recently emerged as a top target for Arsenal, though Arsenal would prefer to take him on loan initially rather than to agree to London rivals Chelsea's demands for a fee of around 40 million euros. Now, Gianluigi Di Marzio says the club itself, Atlanta, is actually ready to meet the asking price of Chelsea. Chelsea would love to sell abroad, and the player would be excited to play in the Champions League. It's crazy. It's really, really crazy. But look, you guys, I think with Tammy Abraham, again, it's a deal that's gonna happen this summer. That's what we know that. Tammy is not the worst striker in the world. So if Atlanta want to take him, I think he can work well with them. They have Champions League football. Of course, Chelsea, it works for Chelsea selling abroad. Because look, I think however much Chelsea are gonna bring in a striker and know that, we will be in the same race with Chelsea. We are gonna be in the same race with Chelsea. They'll be third, we'll be fifth. Will be sixth, I think, and the point difference will be around 7. I don't know if 7, a difference of 7 points here is still in the same race or in the same league, but I think we will be in that race with Chelsea. And what I anticipate though is Chelsea, if Atlanta are serious, they would first listen to Atlanta because they are selling the player. If they're getting Romelu Lukaku at 100 million, then they get 40 million for Tammy. It's good business. It's absolutely good business. Sell one, bring in one. Literally, they'll have spent 60 million euros or 60 million pounds on Lukaku because Tammy Abraham would have brought in, would have brought back the 40. It's good business, and that's what you know about Chelsea. They always do good business, don't they? So I think at the moment, Tammy could go to Atlanta. Lautaro Martinez stays at Inter Milan. James Maddison now could move to Arsenal, and finally, Joe Willock could also be officially signing for Newcastle on a permanent deal for 25 million. What do you think about that, people? What do you think about that? Is Joe Willock, have they overpaid? Have they underpaid? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll speak to you very, very soon. Smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to 90 more. I'm going to jump to 90 more right now to speak Jack Grealish, to speak Romelu Lukaku. See you there as well. I'll share the videos on the community, so make sure you do check the community to watch all my videos, the community of this channel, and also always make sure you check the description to check out for 90 more. Kwaheri for now.